MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Falcons and the White Sox. Colby Cooper gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty B, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a two-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
Now at the plate, Bart Flash, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
That is third.
So striding forward now, Steve Rice, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
Fantastic season all the way around. Not only did this guy just get on base by base hits, but he also leads the league in slugging percentage, so he's up there doing a lot of damage.
Hit hard to the right. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little...
A swing and a high drive to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
So coming to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
And the throw to first to be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. Into the box now, John O'Neill. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. But foul. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Standing in now, Kevin Root. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Brent Means will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, please. Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Adam Wilburn is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Stepping up now, Timmy Fitzgerald, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. One out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting first, the second baseman, number 13.
Coming to the plate now, number 13. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, D-Row. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect to continue all season long.
No balls and 1 strike. I'm set with the 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Falcons are out on top 2-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Judd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And there's your first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, Pat Sample.
Coming to the plate now, Pat Sample. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting up, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
At the plate, Bruce Sanders, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Lays off 1-0. A ball and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Raleigh Toth, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, David Harvey, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 7 homers and 25 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Means has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Into the box, Sergio Robles. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Another 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Barton Flash. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brent Means. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0 home. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Steve Rice, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's too high.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
To the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Sandlot leads this one 3-0. Now batting, Bruce Frost. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
At the plate now, Sal Batista standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 8 home runs and 22 RBIs. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. A ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You've got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Hit down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And another foul ball. Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
In now, Colby Cooper, as he'll take a look at ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Sanders has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Sandlot is out in front, 3-0. Digging in to try it again, John O'Neill. He reached on a single in his first try.
John O'Neill.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kevin Root.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Root. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting, number 22.
Now at the plate, Judd. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in, Adam Wilburn back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The batter, the third baseman, Timmy.
So digging in now, Timmy Fitzgerald. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. One out, nobody on. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball, action time.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
So now to the plate, number 13, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Two balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball lined towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone, grab your glove and flash some leather.
Into the box, Raleigh Toth, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch takes this the other way to right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in now, Pat Sample.
For the Sandlot, the right fielder, Pat Sample.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
Now, it's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. 3-2 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Stepping in now, Bruce Sanders. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Standing in now, Bart Flash. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Brent Means, and it's grounded just foul down the line. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Ball 1, taken just off the inside.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Howard Johnson is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Rice will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB. This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a drive toward the gap in right center, and that's going to split the alley for extra bases. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. Throw won't get him.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
To the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in once again, John O'Neill. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch.
Ball inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Three runs already home here. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. Kevin Root is on deck. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
At the plate now, Kevin Root, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Soft liner towards short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Sandlot leads it 6-0. Standing in, David Harvey leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now here it comes.
Hey.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And in game 1 of this series, it sure doesn't hurt that you make the closer come in, and he threw a ton of pitches. It's possible he might not be available going forward.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Next out, 2-2.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Into the box, Sergio Robles, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Harvey leads off second with nobody out. Again, another foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A runner at second, nobody out. just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. At the plate, Bruce Frost. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's ball one. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now, Sal Batista, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope.
Men on third with 2 down. In there, 3-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Two outs here with a runner at third. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. In now, Judd, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Harvey comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Pat Sample.
Now at the plate, Pat Sample. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Standing in, Bruce Sanders. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive. Still 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Juan Valdez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Here's the 0-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Stepping in now, Adam Wilburn. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's a 6-1 game.
Now
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
So now to the plate, Timmy Fitzgerald, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Oh and 1, here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 13.
Digging in, number 13. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flash is there, 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Raleigh Hoff. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Top of the order due up to start the 7th, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Aramis Sanchez is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bart Flash. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. First delivery to him on the way.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now the 1-0. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
The pitcher, number 49.
So here now is the pitcher, Brent Means. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1.
Ball 1 strike.
Now the pitch.
2 balls.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off here. It's ball 4, and that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Number 32.
Steve Rice will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Low for ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Now a move over to first. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 2-1 home. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeffrey.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jeffrey Bellamy. First offering on its way.
1-0.
And a ball 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. It's a third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Catcher, John O'Neill.
Standing in now, John O'Neill, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Kevin Root. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, Judd. First delivery to him on the way.
That's a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike one.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Sandlot is out in front here, 7-1. Trueno Tuiasosopo gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping into the box, David Harvey. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
The batter, the pitcher, Sergio.
Into the box now, Sergio Robles. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now back, center fielder, Bruce.
Striding into the box, Bruce Crust. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's the 0-2. High in the air into shallow left center. In comes the left fielder, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now back, first baseman, Batista.
Now in the box, Sal Batista. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way.
That's
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Pat Sample. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Now to the plate, Bruce Sanders. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
In now, Bart Flash, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it, and he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And there are 2 away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Curtis Sellers will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Lorenzo Diamond will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 33, Lorenzo Diamond.
Blake Hamby will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Outside, 2-1. 3-1. Steve Rice would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out here and a runner at second. High and deep to straightaway right. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Now back, left fielder.
Man, they're just piling it on now. That RBI triple makes it a 7-run lead. It's hard enough to come back from a 7-run deficit in football. You can't score any touchdowns in this game.
Stepping in now, Steve Rice, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. And he's hoping to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Men on third with 2 down. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
The batter, the first baseman.
So now to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 0-2 delivery, and he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. The Sandlot is on top here, 10-1. Clay Williams is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Williams.
So striding in, Lorenzo Diamond, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, there's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. The 1-0 home.
Pull, that's inside. Three balls, no strike.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it is, the 3-0 is taken, strike one.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
Full count.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Wilburn. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0. Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Count is 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Into the box now, Timmy Fitzgerald. He's set. Here it comes.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
First and second here with nobody out. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. From the stretch. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Standing in now, number 13. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Runners are at first and second with one away. Right side. To second for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. All set to start the ninth in this one. And next will be the imposing power bat, John O'Neill. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. And that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Into the box, Kevin Root. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Right fielder giving chase. And this one will bounce into the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Brandon Perkins enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate now, Judd, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 3-1, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Ready now, Pat Sample. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. So far this year against Southpaws, Sample has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
tight spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. Fouled off. Fouled away. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. The 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bruce.
Stepping in, Bruce Sanders. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Frost has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And with only 1 away, no need to test it as he'll hold tight at third base. Stepping in, Bart Flash. First pitch coming, here it is. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Digging in, Clay Williams. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Sandlot leads this one 11-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Raleigh Toth, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Hey!
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Into the box now, David Harvey. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Sergio Robles will be next. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Ready for another shot now, Sergio Robles. First delivery to him on the way. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Liner toward right center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. The relay throw, and he's safe. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Cedric Morrow enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. In now, Bruce Frost. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. Stuart Freeze will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
3.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 9 homers and 23 driven in. The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 2-0. It is a sinker that misses for a ball.
I got 3-0.
Here it is, the 3-0.
Hey! 3 balls, 1 strike.
Two out with the man at first. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Falcons put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Brent Means notches his 3rd win of the year. Colby Cooper struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the home team, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.